Welcome to l'École Valrhona Brooklyn. My name is Guillaume Roesz. I'm the Valrhona Executive Pastry Chef based in Brooklyn in charge of North America. Today we're gonna do the OLIVA Travel Cake. We're gonna start with the eggs, whole eggs. Then here I have the inverted sugar, which can be substituted with honey, and the broken sugar. Almond flour, then the hot milk. Just gonna add it into addition to avoid to splash everywhere. Then we're gonna continue with the powders, so flour, baking powder, and cocoa powder. Sieve together. I'm gonna add it in few additions. So here I have mixed the chocolate and the olive oil. And so here we have our cake mixture. So I'm just gonna put some spray in. And then I cut some parchment paper with a homemade stencil. Just place the baking paper, to just avoid to damage the mold. So mixture have been rested in the fridge for approximately 4 hours. So now I'm scaling 180 grams for each mold. So now we're gonna bake the cake at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 22 minutes. So here we have the ingredients for the buckwheat streusel. So we're gonna start with the almond flour, broken sugar, buckwheat flour, and gluten-free flour. Mix everything, the sea salt or fleur de sel, and then here I have the coconut oil, melted coconut oil, just melted, not warm, and the water. So I combine both together, and then I'm adding this to the dry extract. And as soon as everything is combined, you have a nice dough, like it's like a wet sand. Press it through the strainer. So here we have the streusel. We're just gonna put it a few minutes in the fridge to cool it down, so it will be easier to spread it all over the tray. And then we're gonna bake it at 150 degrees Celsius, 300 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 12 minutes. Here we have all the ingredients for the chocolate and the olive oil crémeux. So we're gonna start with the hot milk. You can use almond milk or whichever you want. So we're gonna start to warm up. Here we have some glucose powder and natural emul. Natural emul, it's a product from Sosa. So it's a citrus fiber. So as we don't have fat from the dairy, that will help to bind the water and the chocolate. And we're gonna add it little by little. We just stir with the whisk. So we just need to bring the liquid natural emul and the glucose powder to 85 degrees Celsius, 185 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we have the chocolate, partially melted chocolate, some cocoa butter, and here we're gonna start our emulsion. So we have the partially melted chocolate, the hot liquid. We're gonna pour approximately a third of the liquid onto the chocolate. And we're gonna start to stir. We'll see a separation. the mass will start to split and thicken. If you look closer, you can see we started our emulsion because you can see the separation between the fat and the water. That's a normal stage at this point. And stir again. It's become shinier, smoother, even though it's still not perfect yet. So we're gonna add the last portion of liquid. And here we're gonna use the hand blender. And we're gonna finish with the olive oil. So here we have our crème, smooth and shiny. We're simply gonna transfer in another container and let it rest, let it crystallize. At least 4 hours in the fridge before to be used. On the top of the cakes, so it doesn't need to be too regular. It's gonna be covered with the streusel and then the glaze on the top. And now we're gonna put the streusel on the top. It was baked at 300 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 14 minutes. Here all the cakes are covered with the crème and the streusel. Just make sure you don't have any streusel or crème on the side. Now we're gonna put them like approximately 10 minutes in the freezer, and we're gonna prepare the glaze at the same time. So here we have the chocolate for the glaze and the olive oil. So we're gonna add the olive oil. So the olive oil here is to give, yes, for sure, the taste, but also a softer texture to your glaze. So the glaze is ready to be used. You have to use it between 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Here we have the cake from the freezer. We left them about 10 minutes in the freezer, and now we're gonna dip them. We just want to cover the streusel and the crème, but not the side. And you always at the end have a small drop, so that's why I like to turn them upside down again to allow the drop to come back on the top of the cake. And then before it starts to crystallize, I'm just gonna add some of the streusel that have been coated with sparkling powder. So here we have all the cakes, glazed and garnished with the olive oil cake on the bottom, the crème which is covered with the streusel and the glaze. Thank you so much for following our video. Hope you enjoyed it and you're gonna enjoy the recipe. Please follow us on social media if you need more content, or look at our YouTube account, and hope to see you soon for our classes in person at l'École Valent Brooklyn. You can also follow us remotely on our online demonstration. You can have a look on our Valent website, you will see all the details. Thank you so much.